Hello and welcome to another of our bid interviews when Josiah here, this is my friend Josiah, and I'm Greg, are talking about a particular theme for the day, and today's theme is the theme of vocation. So I think Josiah might have some questions for me.
Yes. What does it involve to be a vicar?
What does it involve to be a vicar? I'm going to tell you what being a vicar can feel like. I guess at heart it's about trying to be with the people of the community for God. And then the other part of it is being with God for the people. So there's a bit about going away and praying about the situations that people are living through and the toughness of that. But there's another part of it where you actually go away and you spend time with God, spend quality time with God and in prayer and praying for and thinking about those situations. And trying to be in both places, being with the people for God and being with God for the people. So that's what I think it can mean. What it might look like on a Tuesday morning might be that I'm working with a team of people trying to plan services. I might be helping Mothers Union, might be helping to take a funeral service, might be planning a wedding. There's no 2 days look the same, and some of it is amazing and some of it I want to go home and cry, but it's the best role in the world, I think.
What is your favourite part of that job?
Listening to people's stories, getting to know people. So I take a lot of weddings, and one of the bits of weddings, everyone's worried because I coughed, by the way. I'm okay. But one of the things about weddings is that you get to hear the story about how the couple met. And there's some romantic bits of that, and I love hearing those stories and sharing those stories, the ones that I'm allowed to share. So I love meeting people, I love hearing their stories, and I love, if I can, helping people just to connect a little bit more with Jesus. So those are bits that I would do if I wasn't paid to do, but it's a real privilege to make this my role in life.
How did you know you were called to ministry?
Is a good question. I think for me, it wasn't about like hearing a voice saying you will be a vicar in the Church of England. I was working with a group of young people, probably some of them about your age, most of them about 16, 17, and they were so far removed from the churches that we knew. And we had a youth centre and we used to gather and we played pool, and I got to know the young people. And at the end of our youth sessions, a bit like your youth club in Wellsbourne, we used to gather and we used to pray together, and it felt like a conversation between the young people and their world, me and my world and my friend's world, and the Jesus story. And I started to think, if this story became yours, what does that look like? And, what does worship look like for you? And what might God be saying to me about my role in all this? And we ended up growing a church that was really quite big in the centre of Coventry, with kind of very messy people that would otherwise never go to church. In the first instance, we called it Goths Church because everyone wore black, and that was the young people that we were working with. So when I went for what they call ordination in the Church of England, I was really asking, actually, is this church that we're doing, is it becoming church? And what do you think God is saying about my role in all this? So they gave me lots of people to meet with. They did run all these sort of tests and stuff, and at the end of it they said, I got a phone call from our bishop who said, actually, we've decided to accept you for training to be a vicar in the Church of England. And that was the point where I had to decide, actually this is definitely what God is saying. So I've asked these people to explore this with me, and they've done that, they've gone away, and they've concluded that this is what God's saying. So I had to get ordained, really. But it was all a bit scary. And
in your opinion,
yeah,
do you think in any way the Holy Spirit is linked to the force?
To the force? I think the Holy Spirit could be linked to the force, but I think the Holy Spirit is either bigger than the force or could well be the force. And so I guess at the end of our video, I can say to you, Josiah, may the force be with you. And which you reply?
And you too.